Hi, I'm June Edward, relationship coach and medium, and I have one of my students with me today that finished the program. Her name is Sheila. And Sheila, I'm going to let you introduce yourself and let us know why you were looking for help originally.
Hello, June. Hi, my name is Sheila Tara, and I originally came to you because I was in desperate need and help and some guidance to fix my broken relationship.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about your partner from your relationship and how long the two of you had been together.
Right. So we had been together for 5 years, and we have a small child who is 3. Um, and we have been going back and forwards for quite some time. And in the relationship, I was the one that was always giving. So really, in fact, it was always a one-way relationship if I look back now objectively. So it was a very difficult, hard relationship, but I was very determined that I wanted to have a title, be committed, possibly marriage, and I would do everything and anything possible to save this broken relationship. And so that's exactly what I did. And unfortunately, I never got anything back in return or any kind of reciprocation, which made me extremely confused, heartbroken, and I just didn't understand where I was going wrong. So that's
Okay.
why I was in dying need for guidance.
All right. And can you tell me some of the things that you tried to do prior to working with me?
Well, honestly, I was the giver. So anything and everything that my partner wanted, I would please. So
Did you
whether
look for
it,
help with someone else? Did you try counseling? What else did you try?
we did try speaking to a middle person, a friend, and he expresses some of his concerns. I expressed mine, but ultimately he wasn't as concerned with fixing the broken relationship because he was getting whatever he wanted from me. So he really didn't have he wasn't as invested as I was. But we did try that, which never really got too far. But I was always there as someone he could lean on, and I would reciprocate because I was the believer that I would kill him with kindness and with love.
Okay. So what were some of the problems that you were looking to solve within the relationship?
Um, I wanted to have the usual stuff: love, attention, uh, care, affection, passion. Um, and I was looking for it from him, not knowing that I can do everything myself. So really, it was just the sense of for him to give me that. That was that. I was looking for all of that, and I got none of it. And I did everything for him.
Okay. And what were your frustrations with trying to solve this on your own?
I felt so exhausted, so depleted, so tearful, extremely stressful. Every day was just, I was just treading along with life. No happiness, no peace. Just didn't understand why I didn't feel happy or good when I was doing everything and anything in my ability to make him feel the way I wanted to be felt. So
Right.
confusion upon confusion.
So how did you find me?
So it's funny, just about a couple of weeks before I connected to you, I was doing some soul searching, some quiet time slash meditation, just quiet time speaking to my angels, or just really really praying. And I would go outside in my balcony and I would just pray. I need help, I need guidance, I need someone to hold my hand, to show me, to tell me what am I doing wrong. So I sat down and I just happened to I opened the laptop, and all of a sudden you popped up. Oh, this is
I hear that a lot.
impossible. I said, this is impossible. How can this be real? Can this be real? Can this
That's
lovely
funny.
lady actually help me? Can she really help me? And so I've done everything that I could do. I've killed it with kindness. I've been the sweetest person on this planet. So
So,
let me
so
give it a
tell me,
go.
tell me why you decided to work with me.
Because you were very confident, very, you were very confident, very, you knew what you were saying. You were very secure, very stable, very loving, very kind, but very straightforward.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, so if I need someone that's going to tell me as it is,
Right.
which was tough.
It's not always easy. It's not easy to change. It's a process.
It's not. It's a
It's
complete
not.
lifestyle change.
Yeah, and if you want the results, you have to do the work. It's that simple. There's no magic wand. Okay. So what results have you seen with your life and your relationship since you started working and did the program?
Okay. So when I first started a program, I have to say you have structured the program so beautifully. The course by course structure, the way it flows from like a beginner to much more of an intermediate, to much more of an advanced level. You've done it very well. So as I read, and like you said, don't go too crazy in it. Just read it as it is, accept it, and do the work. And there was a lot of rules. There were some rules that we had to follow. Do not communicate with the partner, only texting. For me, which was a life-changing and a very difficult process for me to do, because I was always the giver. Right. So he would call, I will respond, I will give. And that was the pattern going back and forward. So that was very hard, but I learned to trust you. It was having faith and trust in you, because I was at the point where I was, who do I trust? I have to trust this lovely lady because she seems to know what she's doing. The course handout it's logical. It makes sense, but it's difficult to do if you don't have anyone to help you on the way.
Right.
So as I began the program, I started to read, I started to listen. I did exactly what you said. I noticed changes in me, and it was very, what you are telling people to do something so simple, but which seems so difficult, which is self-care and self-love. And to focus on oneself. Now, how hard can that really be to love yourself? But it really is. It's very difficult.
And it's hard for a lot of people because we've been brought up wanting to give to others, and we have a big heart and we want to give from that heart, but it has to start with us.
So that was very hard for me to do, to stop focusing on this gentleman, this partner, and stop focusing on him and focus on what makes Sheila happy, which was completely life-changing. I started to spend time with myself, do activities that I enjoyed, exercising, yoga, meditation, quieting my mind was absolutely a life-changing experience, connecting with my angel spirits and guides, asking for signs, and receiving signs. It was a mind-blowing experience. It was absolutely, and it is continuously uplifting. And just to understand that the answers come from your soul. It comes from you. You don't need to ask anyone for the answers. So that for me, it made as I started to read the program, I was like, it makes sense, but it's difficult to do until you start practicing it. So what I found was I changed as a person. Rather than being that old Sheila that had the patterns of insecurity, attachment, fear of making mistakes, the old patterns, I start to become new Sheila, a new me, self-love, self-care, self-worthiness, respect myself, take responsibility of my actions. My life changed, my energy changed, my vibration changed. And it's funny because people start to notice that, because I'm confident, I'm grounded as a tree, like I'm deep rooted as like the roots, I'm still working on it, but I feel such a change. And even the partner who came back to me saw a huge difference. And I did notice that he did change his energy. There was a shift in him as there was a huge shift in me. And he did kind of stop relying on me to some point, because the answer was, I can't rescue you anymore. You need to rescue yourself. We all have to do our own work. Absolutely. And come together as a unit, if so be. So huge changes happened with my partner, to the point where he asked me to marry me. So he proposed to me, and it was lovely. That's all I wanted. That's all I came to you. I came to you because I wanted him to propose to me and get married and live a happy, long, happy family. And that's what I wanted. I got what I wanted. But at the same time, there was negotiation that was going on in between whether the marriage or not. And that doesn't feel right. My gut, my soul is telling me, this is not right. This is not what I want. I don't want to go back into old patterns, old me. I don't want to keep opening door number one. I don't want to keep going there. So I said to myself, I need to change. And so it was, if he had asked me in the past, that would have been very difficult to let go of him. But now it was easy. I was like, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. And I was very confident. And I said, you need to learn your lessons like me, and then we'll see how it goes down in the future. But for now, I had to turn down the proposal. I feel fine. I'm happy. I'm at peace. I'm not sad. I'm not tearful. I'm not exhausted. I have so much energy. My focus has shifted away from that into a new, beautiful me. And I was telling you, June, in that process, when I write my intentions to the universe, I try to be very specific, very clear, because I know what I want. My vortex knows what I want. And I ask, because of these lifestyle experiences that I've had, these contrasts, I try to be very specific and very clear. And I try to feel it. And as a result, I allow the universe to do its job, which it does all the time, and I manifest. So I have been manifesting so beautifully. I manifest 4 additional marriage proposals in that process. So, it's mind blowing, because you have to trust in the process, and things happen, and it's amazing. It just blew my mind. However, at the same time, there's a specific type of, in terms of a relationship, specific type of a person that I am looking for, or was looking for, which I wrote, made it very clear. And every time I add in to my list, and I manifested that person. So I would say 96% of what I write is in that person, and I keep adding things on. And rather than being attached to the fruits, or being attached to a fear of making a mistake, I try to be connected in the moment, and to live in the present, and see how it goes.
Yeah.
Make the best of it, rather than getting too in your head. And June, this is what you have taught us. This is what you have taught us. And it actually works.
Absolutely.
It really works. Not just relationships, my career, abundance, money, health. It works in every type of anything that you want. It works for everything.
Yes, it does. It changes everything in your life. That's what the law of attraction is all about.
Right. It's a lifestyle choice, and I'm ready for happiness. I am happy. And I'm just pushing forward, and I meditate twice or more a day, like you said. And I just trust the universe, and I know it's all about timing.
It is.
Who knows? Maybe the old partner may return back. Who knows? If it happens, it happens. If it's okay. But so what I've learned really is to stop living in the past. What's happened, happened. Stop doing old patterns. Stop opening the same door. Stop thinking or feeling fear of making mistakes. So that was one thing that I had a huge challenge around. And my attachment from this now maybe has gone to this, So I'm still working on it, but I am trying to be detached, be in the moment, be present, and just feel good. The moment I start to feel not good, the moment I start to feel nervous, something not right, I follow my intentions. And I have in the past asked for signs from my angels, spirits, and guides, numbers, or feathers, or just flowers, and it may happen immediately, it may happen after 2 weeks,
Well,
but it has happened.
and that will give you an indication of how quickly your intention is
Right.
going to manifest. If you start seeing the sign immediately, the manifestation is coming immediately. Yeah.
So I've been very specific with what I've asked for, and then I let it go.
Right. And that's what you have to do. Yeah.
And then I let it go. So Jude, you have changed my life so much. I am a new person. I am absolutely confident. I believe and trust in the universe. I just saw a shooting star about a week ago. Can you believe that? I was like, oh my goodness, white feathers, numbers that I'm looking for.
It has a plan, it knows where it's going, and you'll have an amazing life.
Yep, I just trust, and I recommend everyone to come to you, not just for relationships. Relationship was something that brought me to you, but it really is changing your perspective of life, putting you first, loving yourself, caring for yourself. It's better to be in no relationship than to be in a bad relationship.
Yeah.
So that's what I learned. I learned to be in a relationship with myself, to love myself first, and let the universe just take over and just write my thoughts.
You're
I'm going to think it, then ink it, and then draw little pictures and just allow it.
Great student. You learned very well.
I literally just went step by step. I said, if someone's going to help me, it must be June, because she's so confident. You know what you're saying, and some people may not like it.
Yeah, as long as you follow the program step by step, it works.
Right. Don't question it, because you're not going to get. It's not always going to be pleasant. Your partner may continue the way he's going to be, but it's you have to change as a person. How you going to accept it? Just everything changes, and that's exactly what happened. And today I've let go of my old partner, and I am absolutely fine. Like, I'm absolutely fine. And I try to, as well, if I try to remember it, I try to get rid of the vibration, because I don't want to draw that same vibration back. And so, wish everyone the best. I wish him the best, and just swiftly move along.
And see what the universe is going to bring you next.
That's it. That's it. Yeah, that's exactly what I do. Yeah.
Are there any type of people specifically that you think I should work with?
Definitely relationships, for sure, but even career. I feel like career abundance is something which came hand in hand with the relationship. So as I did the relationship and
it's all about the energy.
It's all connected. Exactly. So it really doesn't. It's someone who wants alignment, someone who wants to really, it works for all walks of life. Career, abundance, relationship. It's everything. Health, because health is very important. You mentioned that in the beginning. You have to feel good. You have to eat well. You have to exercise. You need to be able to do that.
Take care of your body. Yep.
Exactly. So really, from all walks, from relationship counseling, or it wasn't really counseling, but relationship like coaching, to career, to abundance, money. Really, it goes all the way to health. So it's a whole sphere of life.
I'm happy that you're doing as well as you are. I'm thrilled for you, and I'm glad your life is amazing. And anyone else that would like to have an amazing life and change their entire life and get back to the relationship that they want to have in their life, you're welcome to sign up for the webinar, and then you can schedule a complimentary call from me to see if you're a good fit for the program as well. And I want to thank you again. You enjoy your holiday weekend, and keep in touch.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.